Signs that a parallel version of you is trying to send you a message. Have you ever had a dream that felt too real? Like last night you're walking down a street you've never been on, and every corner hits you with this weird, familiar pull. Then the next day, you actually pass that street in real life. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe another version of you somewhere, in another reality, is trying to get your attention. I know it sounds wild, but stick with me. There are tiny, almost invisible ways another you might be trying to talk to you. And if you notice them, it can feel like the universe, or yourself, is leaning in to whisper a secret. Let's start with one of the most common and creepiest signs you might already know. 1. Deja vu that feels too specific. We all get deja vu, right? That weird, I've been here before feeling. But sometimes it's not vague, it's painfully specific. You know exactly what someone will say. A moment unfolds just like you felt it would. That's not just your brain being weird, that's another version of you saying, I've seen this already. Pay attention. You might notice it in the smallest details. The way a barista hands you your coffee, the exact words someone utters in a meeting, or even a fleeting expression on a stranger's face. All these moments could be subtle nudges from a self living slightly out of sync with your own timeline. And speaking of things appearing out of nowhere, 2. Sudden downloads of knowledge. Ever had a solution or idea pop into your head like it just downloaded itself there? You didn't study it, you didn't hear it, it just appeared. Think of it like receiving a secret note from a friend, except that friend is you. Somewhere, another version of yourself already went through this challenge, made the mistakes, found the solution, and now, that knowledge is slipping across the boundaries of your reality. Sometimes these messages aren't in your waking life, they come to you while you sleep. 3. Dreams that stick too close to reality. Some dreams are just dreams. But sometimes you wake up thinking, wait, that feels real. You were in a different house, with different people. Maybe even a life that isn't yours, yet you remember it like it actually happened. These dreams might be glimpses into a life your parallel self is living. They could carry warnings. Avoid a certain choice. Notice a pattern you're repeating. Or maybe they're gentle nudges, a reminder to embrace something you've been ignoring. Pay attention to the emotions in these dreams. The feelings linger even hours later. That lingering sense is often the real message, more than the imagery itself. And it's not just dreams that speak to you, your gut can too. 4. That gut feeling you can't explain. You're about to make a decision, and suddenly your gut screams, "Don't do it," or "Go for it." And later you realize that feeling saved you, or pushed you into a life-changing opportunity. That may not just be intuition, it could be your parallel self, one who already made the opposite choice, urging you not to repeat their mistake. These moments are subtle. They can show up as butterflies in your stomach, a chill running down your spine, or that tiny voice in your head that won't stop whispering. Listen carefully. Your other self might be speaking. Sometimes messages come in even stranger forms, obsessions that pull at you for no reason. 5. Sudden obsessions that make no sense. You start obsessing over a language, a place, or even a person you've never met. You can't explain why. There's a pull, a magnetic force you can't shake. Maybe, in another reality, you're living that life. That fascination could be a sudden love for Japanese calligraphy, an obsession with the streets of Paris, or a fascination with a musician you've never met. Could be a thread linking your world to theirs. And finally, the universe has its subtle ways of reminding you. Reality isn't always as solid as it seems. 6. Glitches in reality. Finally, the weirdest of all. Reality glitches. You swear you remember a logo differently, a memory your friends insist never happened, or a physical object appearing where you didn't leave it. These moments are subtle, disorienting, but powerful. They're crossover points where the boundaries between your world and another version of you blur. In those glitches, messages slip through, almost like breadcrumbs left by a parallel self to guide you, warn you, or just remind you that reality isn't as solid as it seems. If you've been feeling déjà vu that's too sharp, having dreams that feel too real, or getting ideas that seem downloaded out of nowhere, you might just be receiving guidance from another version of you. The big question is, what is that version of you trying to tell you? Maybe it's a warning. Maybe it's encouragement. Or maybe it's a reminder that you are far more connected across realities than you realize. I want to know, have you ever felt like another you was trying to get your attention? Drop your story in the comments. And if you want to keep exploring these weird, beautiful cracks in reality with me, hit like and subscribe.